sanctuary for wild birds, and we have a lot of wildlife. We are in the middle of London and we're surrounded by wildlife. Behind the island to the right, the last part of the Grand Union goes just past Paddington and is a short dead end. The Regent's Canal begins at the Blue Bridge just ahead of us. Now you'll notice I'd said about the towpath, or the towing pathway for horses to walk on, has now swapped from the right side to the left side. And the towpath will be on the left side of the canal for our journey up to Camden. The towpath is only on one side of our canals. We're not using horses today. We've got diesel engines. This is another toll house on our left side. The toll houses are mostly privately owned now. At the beginning of the Regent's Canal, we have narrowboats moored on both sides. These are residential moorings, which means they are paying to keep their boats on these spaces. It is quite expensive to live on our canals. To buy a narrowboat, you could be paying as much as £100,000 or more. These moorings are about £6,000 a year. Then British Waterways want a tax from you of another few £100 every year. There are maintenance costs to consider. Not cheap. Now look at the colours and patterns painted on our boats. Very traditional. There's one on the left side called Little Pud. Look at Little Pud on the left. There is a bucket on the front painted with flowers and castles. That style of artwork was painted all over the small cabins that they used to live in the old days. The buckets were used to collect fresh water in the old days. An old working narrowboat would have a small cabin at the back, no bigger than a cupboard, for the family to live in. All that artwork painted on the inside. And we still paint this artwork on our narrowboats today.